Welcome back, children. It is just a recall video regarding the changes at puberty. We have already studied in the live class about the changes which is going to happen, which is going on in a puberty change. Okay, first one, it is increase in height. Okay, the most noticeable change which happens in any adolescent child is the sudden increase in height. At it will be because of the bones, long bones, which is present in the leg and arm. It gets elongate, and because of which the person grow taller. Okay, and there will be a steep increase in the case of girls. They'll grow. And after reaching the maximum height, the height will not increase. But in the case of boys, it will be a gradual growth. Okay, and for few children, what happens, the growth will not be so steep. Okay, they'll be growing gradually, but in few children it will be a steep growth can be noticed in the height wise. Okay, and the organs may not be proportionate with the height. It may be growing little slower when compared with that of the arms and legs. Okay, so it will be more or less the height depends upon the gene, that is based on the family members' height, based on the foreparents' height, based on the parents' height, the height of the children will be varying. Okay, and the second change which we can notice in an adolescent child is the body shape. The higher class children will be having the boys in a remarkable way. There will be a wider, we can notice a wider chest and a broader shoulder in the case of the adolescent boys when compared with that of the junior class children. Okay, and it is a remarkable change where the shoulder will get broader. Okay, it shows that the child have attained their puberty, and in the case of girls, the waist will become wider. Okay, and the muscles in the case of boys, it will be seen, the growth will be uh, predominantly noticed in the case of boys than in the case of girls, and the changes which occurs in girls and boys will not be the same. It will be little bit different. Okay, and the third one is the voice change. Okay, the voice crack in the case of boys when they reach their puberty stage. It's because of the voice box which is present in the throat region, that is nothing but the larynx. Okay, and the voice box will we can find a protruding bone in the throat, okay, which is nothing but the Adam's apple, and this may not be seen, hardly it will be visible in the case of girls because it will be smaller in size, but in the case of boys, when the pitch increases, we can easily see the hoarse voice in the case of boys. Okay, and the it will get diminished after a week or so. Okay, and again, the next change which we can see is the increased sweat glands and sebaceous gland. Okay, and because of this sebaceous gland, the acne or pimples start growing in the face because it is an oily secretion which can be seen on the face. Okay, and because of the increased activity of the sebaceous gland, there will be growth, the onset of pimples and acne on the face of the adolescent. Okay, and next one, we can find their sex organs been growing. Okay, the boys, the testes will completely develop, and they'll even the penis will be developed completely, and there will be release of sperms also can be noticed in the case of boys, and in the case of girls, the ovaries will enlarge and the egg will begin to mature. Okay, and because of the matured egg, we can find the release of egg through the menstrual cycle. Okay, and the last change, a remarkable change in the case of the adolescent is they'll reach their mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. Okay, and their thinking power will reach its maximum. Okay, because of which they'll be in their dreamland. Okay, and then they'll become independent and they'll be very self-conscious during this age. Okay, and they'll be spending their considerable time in thinking. Okay. And we can find their brain onset to the maximum level, where we can find the greatest capacity for learning. Okay. And at this age we can find the children being insecure. They feel insecure at this age, and they try to adjust with their body and mind at this stage. Okay. And without any reason they'll feel insecure. It is a natural change which happens in the case of adolescent children. Okay, that's all for today's class, children. We just recalled the changes which is happening in an adolescent change child, starting from the height, then the voice. Okay. Followed by the body shape, then the growth of sebaceous gland and the sweat gland, then development of sex organs, and also reaching the maximum mental health, intellectual and emotional maturity. Is that clear, children? Okay, bye.